Alright, what's good, y'all? BanjoKenny here, back with some more heat. And this time I'm coming at y'all with a different type of video. That's right. For today's video, I'm going to give y'all 10 tips and tricks that y'all can use in y'all game and apply it to y'all freestyle matches, because somebody left a comment and I really never did it before. I really never told people, you know what I'm saying, the sauce. So this is it. This is it for all the people asking, alright? This is what you call BanjoKenny's list of tips and tricks right here. Alright, we're going to start off with number 1. Avoid circle spamming with normal characters. I see way too many of y'all noobs out here. Too many randoms out here. Spamming circle. They just got in the game. They pick Carolina. They pick Noah. They pick Kim. And they do a bunch of circles. That's the one thing you don't want to do when you get in this game, because people will R1 you and steal the ball countless times. So avoid circle spamming and avoid doing those 2-point fades. All you randoms out there. Enough of those 2-point fades. Most of them get blocked anyways. And you probably don't even have fade leveled up to be doing all those fades. Alright? Let's go straight to it. Tip number 2. Getting in proper position to attempt to steal. Basically timing the swipe after the bump. You know what I'm saying? If you see somebody circle spamming all over the place, pick an angle. They're either going to go left or they're going to go right. If you get the bump, don't swipe right away. That's a huge tip right there. Don't swipe right away. Swipe after they pick up the ball, because from my experience, that seems to work the most. But swipe after you pick up the ball, and it's a better chance for it to be a steal. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all I gotta say on that. Alright? Tip number 3. This is a good one. Use your stamina to stay on your opponent. I see a lot of your randoms getting cooked out here. Alright? They be running away off ball, using all their stamina, and then you're out here not even tapping onto to catch up, and then you wonder why you can't catch up to the shot. Well, you have a full stamina. Why don't you use some? So on defense, make sure you use some stamina to catch up to your opponents if you're out of position. Extremely important. Alright?
Shooting for 3.
Tip number 4. Using hezzies and pump fakes. I see too many people out here doing all these basic moves, and not one hezzy, not one fake. Alright? Make sure you pump fake on the catch. Don't pump fake after you get the ball, because you're not going to be able to move after. So you want to pump fake on the catch, boom, then you can do some moves. You know what I'm saying? But don't just go do your moves and try to do something. You know what I'm saying? You got to play it off too. You got to be slick with it. Do some moves. Hit him with the second pump fake. Ain't no reason why you should be pump faking and not be able to move. You know what I'm saying? So take the time, practice it. You know what I'm saying? Master that. So that way you can move with the ball after you pump fake, because it takes some time to get used to, you know what I'm saying? So practice makes perfect out of everything. So alright. Tip number 5. And I say this almost every video, alright? Taking twos, all those twos, is bad for your health. I'm not saying don't take any twos at all, but you gotta know when to take twos and when not to take twos. If you're up by a lot of points and you're getting stops, okay, you can take some twos. But if you're down and they're taking a lot of threes, and you're still taking twos, that's not really going to give you a team to win, is it? So what y'all need to do is calm down, figure out the characters, or play some more defense. Switch it up. But taking all those twos and not getting no stops, that's a perfect recipe to lose. So pay attention to that. Alright? Tip number 6. This is a big one. Avoid holding R1 on defense, or right button, whatever. If you're on Xbox, PC. For me, I'm on PlayStation, so it's R1. Don't just hold R1 on defense. You know what I'm saying? Because you end up moving super slow and you ain't catching up with nobody. So what you want to do is, this is what I do. I tap it a little bit. I be tapping it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not as slowed down and I'm still there on defense and I can get some bumps. Now, tapping is really good for when you're around the mid-range area to the paint. When they're driving in, that's when you want to tap it. You know what I'm saying? That's when you're going to get the good value out of that right there. Okay? Tip number 7. Tip number 7. Look for your teammates after skill use that forces help. For example, if you're cooking with Ox Queen and you hit them with 40 circles, and you hit them with that circle triangle to the left, and they double team you, and somebody's wide open in the corner, guess what? Be a playmaker and pass the damn ball in the corner. Don't just take the shot because you're too busy trying to do you. You know what I'm saying? The whole point of you doing all those moves is to what? Create space. But not just create space for you, create space for your teammates as well. Your teammates are part of the game too. This is 3-on-3. This ain't 1-on-1. There's a whole different game mode for that if you want to do that. Alright? But on 3-on-3,
I'm right here.
you have to be a willing passer. Look, exactly my point right there. You have to be a willing passer to let your teammates cook too. So like I said, utilize your skills and then don't hesitate to pass out of it if you see the help coming. Alright? That's a big one. Tip number 8. Avoid bad passes by waiting out their distance. Alright? I see a lot of people get stuck in a corner, they get double teamed, and they pass it so early, they throw it across the map and they lose the ball. To avoid that, hold the ball for a little bit, pivot your feet so you don't get the ball stolen, wait for a teammate to come through, and then you swing it when they're close enough. So that way you don't get that bad pass animation. You don't avoid the whole thing in general. Wait it out. Be patient. Alright, when you pass in front of an opponent, even if it's one guy, if you pass in front of an opponent and you try to pass somebody across the field, it's going to be a bad pass animation regardless. So what you want to do is to avoid that, get them closer, get yourself in a better position. For example, not in the corner like that, you know what I'm saying? To make those better passes, alright? Positioning is key.
Y'all ready?
Alright, tip number 9.
Up here, go.
Find counter characters and build on those. I see a lot of people only picking Kim, Carolina, shooting guards. Okay, but just remember that shooting guards can't play defense. So if you find yourself getting cooked constantly by Ox, Queen, Rin, whatever the case may be, switch it up. Find those characters to counter. You know, you have plenty of characters. You have Jack, you have Ayla, you have Nadia, you have all these characters that can play defense and do all these different things. Little Fox, Max, you know what I'm saying? So utilize those characters to counter the meta. So that way you don't find yourself using the meta so much and you end up getting cooked because you forget that there's two sides of the game. You know, offense and defense. So yeah, work on those characters to counter the characters that you keep getting cooked by. So that way you don't get cooked by those characters anymore. A lot of people go to Jack, a lot of people go to Liu, but Carter, as you can see I'm Carter right now, but do whatever you gotta do to make those adjustments. You want to be versatile. You want to have different characters around so you don't have to use the same thing and have them expose you because you're using the same thing. See, as I got the block right there on the Ayla. Look, he's standing still because he's using the same characters. So I already know how to play against that because I played against that plenty of times because they're not using other characters. So, alright, let's get down to the last one. Tip number 10.
Pass back to me.
This is probably the best advice I can give to any new player coming in this game. Work on your cards and freestyles and P-buffs. 3 things right there. Don't forget your P-buffs. Your P-buffs will make you faster. They'll make you shoot better. They'll make you rebound. You know, if you want to steal, whatever you got to do, get those P-buffs on point. It's going to win you games and help you shoot better and make you faster. That way you can keep up with the competition. And work on your cards and freestyles. Cards is everything in this game. It makes you faster, it makes you shoot, it makes your abilities better. It makes you resist, you know what I'm saying? And if you get a good pizza, that's 2 things on 1 card. 2 pieces, that's 4 things on 2 cards. So, work on those cards. And freestyles. Alright, don't just sit here and use a bunch of kick shots because the kick shot is the worst freestyle. So what you want to do is work on the right freestyles, which is quick point 1 and 2. There's a cheap one and there's an expensive one. What I do is I work on a cheap quick point, then I work on an expensive one, or I even work on a behind the back recently because behind the back gives you 2 shots for the same price as the other quick point. So between those 3 freestyles right there, that's what you want on most of your characters, if not all your characters, if you want to shoot. Because a lot of characters have slow jump shots and stuff. So for example, I have like 3 or 4 jump shots on my Ayla because she needs it, because she has a slow jump shot. I have a few freestyles on my Deacon. He has a slower jump shot. I have a couple on Fox. He has a really slow jump shot. It helps. I have one on Chloe. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that you guys need to take note and really take the time to build. It takes time. You know what I'm saying? This ain't happen overnight. Yeah, I threw some money into the game, but for the most part, it takes time. This is like a lot of years in the making of me building the characters, on top of throwing some money, but it's not even about that. It's more just building the characters. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we're gonna go straight to this extra match because y'all thought I was done, but ain't nobody safe, coach. All right, but to summarize, tip number 1: avoid circle spamming and fades with normal characters. All right, if you're doing circles with people that don't have the Jack and fade drive, or you know what I'm saying, the Ayla, Chloe's, don't spam it. Don't spam it. You will get the ball stolen and lost plenty of times, and it's probably going to result in you rage quitting and all that. So just know that. All right. Tip number 2: getting in proper position to attempt to steal. Make sure you guys in the right position. You guys sometimes be too far, so get close. You have the circle thing. You have the circle underneath your character to know how close you are. You know what I'm saying? So don't hesitate to get close. Tip number 3: using stamina to stand your opponent. Like I said, use R2 on defense. It's going to really help you get those blocks, help you get those stops that you need as he misses the dunk right there. You know what I'm saying? Tip number 4: using hezzies and pump fakes. Like I said, it's going to really help you because once you get the ball rolling, they're going to try to read you more, and that's when you pull out the fakes and hezzies because they're going to want to jump more because they're trying to get onto you. But if you don't let them, hit them with a hezzy or something, you force them into something they don't want to do. Like that, you see? That's a little hezzy right there. Force them into something they don't want to do, and they end up out of position. Alright?
Hey, yo, watch this, watch this. You see that?
Tip number 5: avoid holding R1 on defense. Alright? Don't just hold R1, like I said. Tap it up. Tap it, and you'll get yourself. Look, see what I'm doing right there? I'm tapping it. I'm not holding it because it slows me down a lot. It does come a point in time where you do want to hold it, but for the most part, just tap it up. You know what I'm saying? Just tap it up. That way you're not getting fried every 2 seconds. Alright? Tip number 7: looking for teammates after a skill use that forces help. You know what I'm saying? If you're circling with Jack, you get a hop step, and the double team and triple team and pass it out. You probably get passed out to a 3-point shot anyways, so. Alright? Tip number 8: avoiding bad passes by waiting out the distance. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes passing too early will hurt you. So take your time, be patient. You know what I'm saying? Look at him quitting right there. That's what I'm talking about. Number 9: find the counter characters. As you can see, we versed him the last match. We've seen the type of cheats he was doing. So guess what? We switched this match to Murdoch and Jack just to make sure he doesn't keep doing the same cheese. It's not our fault. We're adjusting to his character. He's not picking more characters, so we're going to adjust to his game plan, and it's going to work out because he doesn't have the versatility that we have. All right? And tip number 10: work on your cards and freestyles and the P-buffs and all that stuff. All right? With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, man. I'm out of here. Peace.